can you hear me?
Hello.
So hi Jessica, thank you so much for coming online with me today. I'm very excited about being able to talk to you about your metasymbology chart and everything that you're answering any questions that you have or talking to you about where your life path is going. So to begin with, your birthday being the 3rd of October makes you a 6 of diamonds. The way metasymbology works is to give us most people, a birth card, an aspiration in life, and what both stops that and facilitates that. Some people just have the birth card and what their aspiration is, and other people just have the birth card. So this has all derived from the Kabbalah and the Tree of Life. It's basically man's journey through life, mankind's journey through life, where we are both born into a set of circumstances where we have certain things in life that trigger us, that challenge us, that reward us. This is our life path. We also have similar, if not more complex elements within us, who we are, what we're about, what we're here to experience in ourselves. So life is about who we are and also what we have to experience going forward step by step. And we get to experience both in many challenging ways. For you as, my chart here, for you as a 6 of diamonds. So 6 of diamonds energy being born on the 3rd of October means that you have this great ability to balance, to look at many perspectives, you're very compassionate, you're very giving, you want to be able to make the world a better place, you want to be able to share. All of that comes from the 6 energy, which is a lot about compassion and about giving. It's also about balance in your case. And the diamonds energy is about values, what's important, how to see the world according to your set of principles. So all of that's quite strong for you. That's called your birth card. And that's about you, the attributes that you kind of go to the most. So this is your default position, your most likely position to be in any experience or attitudes that come up for you. Your true place card, that's a challenge. It's 3 of Swords. It's got quite a lot of tribulations and tests around it. Some people can really fear this card. Other people, it's so cutting edge and it's really kind of, really cool, really here, really now, really arty, really creative, highly intuitive. So there's a real mix. A lot of people really fear it. A lot of people think, some people think it's really kind of cool and doof, doof, doof. And so those elements are really available to you. The challenge and then the opportunity between the two for you is the 9 of clubs, the 9 of wands. That energy is about feeling restrictions in life, but also how to get through them. So where the breaks are, where the opportunities are in moving forward in things. So if you've got the energy that says, I want balance, I'm looking for self-exploration, I'm looking in this energy of moving forward to my true place card, which says what I'm about, how to right wrongs, how to really incorporate all of that. And then what stops that or facilitates that, the thing that gives you your drive, is that, well, where can I get through the challenges? Where can I remove obstacles, get around problems, solve issues to fulfill personal destiny and make things happen? So that's all just your chart. So the charts are broken into 12 sections. We have, and it's basically from the Mercury influence through the planets and up to the Phoenix influence. What this means is how you think, how you love, your action, your good fortune, your challenges in life, work and inventions, your aspiration line, revision, personal correction, the glory, what makes you really excited, the reflection, which is your shadow side, and your true destiny, so your destiny card. So let me ask you to begin with, are there any parts of yourself that kind of you'd like to look at? Are the parts that you love, parts that you want to change, or you would really like to know how, why you do what you do? Let's have a look and see if there's any areas that you'd like to explore.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. Yes. So with my art, what is the blockages of me I don't know, like getting it out there and like
Mm,
getting it more exposure. Like I seem to put that last, and I want to make that more of a priority instead of always making it, oh, I'll get to it, eventually. So it's like I just feel like something's blocking me there to
okay.
not really, going for it
A
properly.
couple of things here. You have a double ace energy on your challenge and on your work area, which is the Saturn and Uranus influences. And it's
Yeah.
quite a strong influence for you. It's a big change between one way of thinking and another way, because your chart has basically two different attitudes in it. Jupiter,
Mhm.
Saturn. It also has a whole undercurrent of wands on one side, which are clubs, diamonds, being pentacles on the other side. What that all
Yeah.
means is part of you is very work orientated, but part of you must have that within the scope of what's important to you, your values and beliefs. This
Yep.
double ace line, what that refers to is your strong independent mind, strong sense of identity. You need to do it for you. So part of you doing your own artwork is that you do it for yourself, right?
Right.
You like having it the way you want it, the way you like. It's all very personal for you. Okay. The problem with that is that if you're going to express it to anyone else, you become a little possessive and a little afraid. You're like, but I made it for me. I don't know if I can share it with anyone. I made it for me.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't let it go.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a little bit of a hold it to your chest.
Yeah.
The next thing you have on your Pluto line, which is really about the deep introspective, the deep personal parts of our psyche, and I call it the revision area, where you look back on things. You have a 5 of Hearts energy that can be quite, in itself, it looks for the problems, it looks for the regret, it looks for the disappointment. So when you go to hand out your artwork, you're like, oh, this isn't perfect. I've got a perfectionist streak. It comes back here. I'm going to say to people, look, maybe I'll show you the next one. Oh, I don't know if I want to make it for someone else. I like making it for myself. Maybe I'll just sell the bad stuff, but then I don't want them to have the bad stuff, and I don't want to part with the good stuff because I regret giving it away if I give them the good stuff. So there's a whole conflict there.
There's a few conflicts, yeah.
About how to push it on. Plus, but wait, there's more. The other thing on your major crown line, which is the area that we go, oh, I'm so excited about who I am. This is the part that I love about me.
Yeah.
You have that 3 of Swords energy. This is your true place energy. This is the mix of sadness, but then I get through it. It's a really strong, powerful, kind of scary, kind of misunderstood energy. And I've got it in my chart. You've got it in yours. I know people who this is their birth card.
Mm-hmm.
It allows when it's their birth card, people like my mother, it's her birth card, she says, oh, well, there's nothing wrong with that. And she measures everything by how much there's wrong with it. Okay. So even she doesn't say things are good. She just says there's nothing wrong with it. Okay. When you've got it on your crown glory line, you're probably looking at that in the same way about yourself, about your artwork. So again, this perfectionist thing, this I'm looking for the problems in it. It's only when I hold it up and go, oh yeah, it's okay, will I let it go. And on that level, you will let it go. You will put it out there. Finally, when you go, yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. But when you've got 3, 4 elements here of, I want to keep it myself, I'm a perfectionist, I'm looking for the problems, it's only when I suggest that there are no problems left that I'll let it go.
Right.
Your work has quite a lot of obstacles to go through before it gets out into the real world.
How can I get through them then?
How can you get through? Good question. Let's use the cards to have a look, and I'll have a look with your chart. Hang on a sec. Okay. So what's come up is these cards, which we've got the 6 of Cups, which is about sort of nostalgia and childhood, and then the hard work energy of the 7 of Wands.
Yep.
So for you in your chart, we're looking at the heart energy, the wand energy, I'm going to suggest, like, I understand the references with that about what you always wanted to do as a kid, as an artist, and also your drive and determination to do it, because you have reasonably strong wands energy, so clubs energy in there, which makes you want to do stuff. That's the fire in your gut, right? So all of that is there for you. The reasons that you wanted to be an artist, the fact that it makes you happy, the thing like, this is a great thing to do, I enjoy doing it. I think for you, one of the really strong elements with your chart is the diamonds energy, which is the reason for doing things. Okay.
Right.
The reason to get out of bed, the reason to share, the reason to work. So I think for you, it has to have really high principles, what you're doing, in order to want to do it.
So that will motivate me to make it happen.
Yes. So let's have a look at what your high principle area will be that would actually make you give it up. Okay. Because of your Six of Pentacles, you've got this really, and your heart connection as well, you've got a really strong need to help others, and you really love that ability to make the world a better place. Yeah? Okay. So if your work, your physical work, such as teaching or such as creating, if you were creating whatever it was, and I feel like websites or coding or that sort of creative stuff, right? You'd really feel like, well, this is only good for someone else to use and make use of. It doesn't really necessarily have any great artistic principle in itself. So you'd really want to go, okay, I've got to get this out. I've got to get this to the client. I've got to do it. I know with your artistic work, it's a little bit more of you, right?
Yes.
How do you find working to briefs and clients? Do you like it or hate it?
I don't like it.
No, okay.
Like if they ask me to create something specifically.
Yeah.
I tried it once. No.
Not for you. Yeah. Yeah, that's because of that double ace energy, which just says, this is all about me and my wisdom and my vision. So are you looking for more motivation to actually do it for yourself and get it out there? Is that the goal?
Yes, I think I want to share whatever I'm receiving and then creating my artwork, and then, but for it to have purpose and meaning to other people. So I think I'm trying to combine these elements together, which is the challenge right now. So
yeah, okay. What you do have is your Venus Mars have double tens, 10 of hearts, 10 of diamonds, with the wands undercurrent, the clubs undercurrent. What that means is when you're quite visionary, but what it is for you, it's like, oh, I just want it the way I want it, right? I love it like this, and this is what I want. It needs to be lush. It's my personal tastes, my personal yum. This is how I like it, right? So if you can do that, push yourself to do that. And also, let's have a look at what can get it out there for you. Your good fortune line, which is the Jupiter influence, you've got a good responsibility line. It's got the King of Wands underneath. So that means you can make things happen and do good. What's on top of it is the Eight of Swords. That's a bit of a restriction card. But what you would find it so motivating if your artwork was going to be used by anyone to be the backdrop for their thing, or the postcard for their production, or, you know, if they weren't going to mess around with your work, but if they were going to take it and make it big and right. If you were a chef, you would love it if they took your food and kind of fed the masses, right? That would be really exciting. With your artwork, if they can take your work and create happiness for the masses, you'd love that.
Yes.
So
thank you. That's pretty much it.
That would be really motivating for you. That would be like, oh my God, it's all out there and it's being creative and everyone's enjoying it.
Exactly. It's being used well.
Exactly, right. So you have to find, methods of production or methods of distribution of your work that allow you to get out there on a big scope, big ways, in ways that honor the work itself because you don't like being you don't like it being tampered with too much.
No.
But you do like it getting out there to lots of people, right? And everyone going, oh, wow, that's exciting. Okay. So if you could motivate yourself to do Instagram and things like that, that's great. You work better with someone who's going, please, where's that next piece of artwork? I really want to photograph it, or I really want to put it out there. You'll work to make them happy because you don't want to disappoint them. Yep. The other thing it's saying here, because I'm just using the card, see, there's your Three of Swords energy again. The card that inhabits your chart quite a lot, and it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? You know,
it looks so bad. They stabbed in the heart. It's like, oh my gosh.
I know. But you know, there's a lot of humor in it. If you look at it,
I have to do everything from the heart. Is that what it is for me? If I don't follow the heart energy, I get hurt. I don't know, disappointed by it, or like,
yeah.
What does it mean?
The thing is, it's mixed of that with the Six of Wands. Excuse me, the Six of Diamonds. So they're pretty mixed and dynamic energies. But I'll just find the Six of Diamonds for you so you can see it. The two together mean that you are happy to create dynamic experiences that help other people, right? So you've got that as your opening card and that as your true place card, right? And so, right, we're helping people. It's someone who's got, you know, giving charity to those who need it. And it's an equal balance between the two, even though these people are not equal. And what they're doing is solving or healing that. But the way the cards work, they're very liberal minded in that they say pain must exist in the human condition. We can't avoid it. But the opposite of pain is happiness, right? The opposite of dark is light. And you actually need the two, and the two happen like sunshine and rain. So what it's saying here is every time you find pain, you can level it out. As an artist, you know that you can't just paint all in primary colors and make everything happy. Yeah. It's kindergarten, right? You've got to include shade and subtlety and darkness in order to make the light brighter. Okay. Yeah. So if you were doing art therapy or painting with people to help them, to the process to help them, that's a really great way for you to honor the work, but also bring a lot of joy. Yeah. When you're lacking motivation in doing your own work, you need a list of all the ways that you could help someone by doing this work.
Okay.
All the ways that putting this work out brings joy and relief of pain. Because truth be told, you kind of need that to motivate you and kick you in the bum to make you do some work.
All right, that'll make me do it. Okay.
Yes. But what you don't want is to be so stuck in that you feel like there's no point.
Yeah.
Because what's the point? It's all pain. It's all suffering. My work has no meaning, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, got to be careful there.
Yeah, so you got to be careful of the two.
Right.
Any other thoughts or questions on your work? This is it. Doing the work.
I'm always doing the work. Oh my God.
You are always doing the work, yeah. That is part of your destiny card as well.
The work.
Yeah, doing the work. And with that is the Seven of Clubs, which says don't give up, right? Don't give up. I feel like for you,
it's a very exhausting, can be very, I like there to be balance. It can't be, I mean, I understand, I get it, it's the work, but where is the joy? I mean, there could be joy in the work, but the balance of the
joy.
pleasure.
Yeah, okay. No, that's exactly it. Where is the joy? Okay, right. So it's all wands. It's all about doing the work. It's all the fire energy. The first question, looking into the future, where is the joy, right? Okay. And the second answer to that is the joy comes from your own success for doing it, for creating a safe balance. I think a home, having your own home or having a place that you love living is really important for you, because from there it is your studio, your safe oasis, and your sanctuary. You know, it's where the heart is, your home. And in that, you can explore, you can create, and you can just, what I'm getting is sort of like document or measure where you're at any time. So if your art is like your diary, that is a really great way to just be really productive.
Okay.
Yeah. And also bear in mind that it doesn't have to be the finished product that is the part that you send out there. It can be the heart, it can be the tiny little snippet, or the unfinished product, because all of those things these days have some currency, have some value to someone, right? Because a 2-minute video can have more impact than a 20-minute video. A
like
tiny piece of work.
Yeah. Seeing the work in progress.
Absolutely. Hearing the block. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hearing the block, or hearing the reason why you've done what you've done. If you can put a few words to it and put some explanation and just keep sending it out. They're like postcards. They're like ways to get your vision, message, purpose out.
Okay. You've given me ideas now. Thank you.
Oh, great.
That's good.
Yeah, good. I think, wow, look at this. So we get your self-mastery card. You know, just on tapping into that, we get you being amazing and the amazing version of you, and just the step-by-step process on getting it there and making it happen.
Wow. Okay.
So I think
that's the work, and mastering it, and
I think for you, certainly an online platform, social media, however you can monetize that, all really helps. You can sell the pieces, you can have an online shop, you can do all of these things. There certainly has to be a market where you create a piece and photograph the process of making it, do a video, do some words, and then that piece is for sale, if you can go that far as well. That's got certainly to create your brand and your business.
Yes. I have, my brother's a graphic designer, so I have help there.
Great.
I've got no excuse.
For more information about Medisymbology or tarot or psychic readings, contact me at this email address or at my website.